Hey, good morning. So, quick recap. I didn't watch all the games, but I watched some. First of all, congratulations to the Blackhawks. Man, they look very impressive this year. They haven't been blown out. They've been staying with their teams, and they're above 500. And last night, they beat a really good Tampa Bay Lightning team, 3-2. 2 goals from Donato, 1 goal from Nazar, and Spencer Knight was keeping them in the game. Finally, we got a goalie! It's great stuff, great stuff, and I think they're going to be really good. And I gotta go to a game this year to see them play, but it's electric. And also to shout out to one of my subscribers on YouTube who's a big Sharks fan. Congratulations, guys! You finally won a game last night, and in overtime by Will Smith. Great, and don't get discouraged, guys. You guys have a lot of things coming. And according to the NHL Network, they got a really good squad, good team coming. So you guys all right. And now, my rant of the day. Just disclosure, I like a few Canadian hockey teams. I like the Vancouver Canucks for a very long time. I like the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, I know they're rivalries. They hate each other. But I love the city of Toronto and Montreal. And I love the history of both teams. And I love their jerseys and everything. So it's just hard not to like both of them. But, yeah, that's me. So I was watching the Montreal Canadiens and Oilers last night. Disappointed if you're a Montreal Canadiens fan. Oilers, you just got lucky because Montreal took the lead 1-0, and then what do you call it? And then Edmonton took a 3-1 lead, ridiculous, and then Montreal tied it with a goal by Caulfield. And then Caulfield, the legend, the great legend of he's having a great season, not only tied the game, but he took the lead 4-3, back-to-back goals. And then the 5-3, they took another goal, making it 5-3. Sorry, my mistake. Montreal took a 4-3 lead in the second, and then took a 5-3 lead in the third. It looked good. Now, if I mixed it up between the periods, forgive me, it was a long night. But then Edmonton was like, wait, hold up. Let's make a call to the refs. Let's make a call to Toronto. All of a sudden, penalty for Edmonton for 5-4. And then all of a sudden they score, and they got unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at Edmonton, and they used that penalty to tie the game. Ridiculous! How could you let that happen? I mean, it feels like Edmonton has a personal relation with the refs, like Kansas City used to do in the NFL. And then not only they tied it, they won it in the last minute before overtime, 6-5. Now, give it credit to Montreal. They're having a great season, and they look very promising this year. Edmonton was like 3-3 to start the game. They're a little sluggish, but that's kind of feels like what they do. It was similar to what happened in 2024, where Vancouver was having a great year. Edmonton was sluggish. And then came the playoff game versus Vancouver and Edmonton. Vancouver should have won that series. But Edmonton won it, got to the Stanley Cup, and they got beaten by Florida. Unreal. I think Edmonton is just lucky, but they don't know how to show up in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Whatever. That's my thing. You leave hate comments. It's all good. But Montreal should have won that game. It was theirs. Even the coach was saying on the interview, basically saying that we got lucky with penalties. Montreal was complaining about it, and they have a right to say it. But I felt like Montreal should have won that game, and those penalties were ridiculous. And to other teams in the NHL, why do you get stuck in penalties problems with Edmonton? When you do that, Edmonton will cash on you, and they will win. Now, could it be Edmonton's playing the way they are to get you trapped in penalties, or are the refs helping them out? Who knows? But it's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's my rant on it. Hopefully Montreal will do better in their next game, and we'll see how that goes. And this is not hockey related, but I have to say this. Tonight's Game 1 of the World Series. Blue Jays versus Dodgers. I hope the Blue Jays whip the garbage out of Los Angeles. I think this is the Blue Jays year, but we'll see. But Blue Jays in. Thank you for tuning in. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Broken Stick Media. Have a great day and see you for the next video. Bye.